When we had last left the Nameless One, they traveled all the way back to the Hive in search of the Dustmen, no less, in order to finally formally join up with their faction and see what all they had to offer. Thankfully, the road to joining up with the Dustmen was a road which they had already paved in many ways. Indeed, very little needed to be done because most of the stuff that they needed to do, they already did. They had to talk to a bunch of people and confirm that they had done all that they did. Now it was time to maybe go join the Society of Sensation, among other things. This is Planescape Torment. Welcome back. Let's unpause this. Actually, before we do that, let me just read off this stuff ahead of time. Hopefully, I do this not just for your benefit, but for my own gentle viewer. That way I don't forget. Folks wrote in with a lot more information. First and foremost, we can pretty much only do the Sensates now. We could have joined the Revolutionary League, but the only route to do that would have been if we were a Godsman and then we pivoted immediately from the Godsman into the Revolutionary League. That's the only way in which you can do it, and thus we are kind of locked out of it. There's also apparently a bunch of other ways you can get locked out of it. But also, there is something, maybe it is through Beta Lin, who we did find out was very likely also in cahoots with the Revolutionary League. Very likely that is the way in which you would have had to have done it. Also, we probably don't want to join up with the Geocytex, and I don't even think we can at this point, because you have to be like either chaotic or chaotic evil. Or chaotic neutral. I think just some form of chaotic. And we really just are not that type of guy. And I don't know that I want to, like, become chaotic. I don't know if I want to go that route. I like a neutral good. Maybe a chaotic good is fun, right? But I tend to be, if I'm playing to heart, you know, which I tend to do for first playthroughs, I tend to be a neutral good type of guy, right? Let's see here. So also, all that to say, we should do the Sensates. We can only do the Sensates. There is also that Siege Tower portal, which we only need to be near. It's somewhere around the back. We've gone by it a few times, but we need to be a little bit more proactive about that. We can also talk to Dakin about the Unbroken Circle. We have stats. Ooh, we actually need higher stats in this. Yeah, if we had a combination of 18 Wisdom and 16 Int, which we are low on Int. We do not have enough Int. Similarly, regarding other stats, Nordom can be further upgraded with particular stats that are integral to the three different classes if you have them very high. So if you're a fighter, if you have 17 or more strength, if you're a mage, 18 or more int, or if you're a thief, 17 or more dex, which I definitely don't think that's going to happen. Also, there is charisma, which is neutral to it all, which has scaling little buffs and all of that, which apparently caps out at a whopping 25. But I've also been informed that maybe if I really want to go that route, I can try stacking casts of friends, which gives us a big chunk of, what do you call it? Let's see, do I even have it here? A big chunk of, oh hey, the winged bolts. A big chunk of charisma. Let's see, winged bolts. 3 to 6 piercing. Oh, they're 1 extra. Oh, and the speed is a lot higher. The head of these bolts have been carved to resemble a pair of feathered wings. The bolts are extremely light and look more like arrows than crossbow bolts. Although not magical, they are more accurate and do more damage when they strike an opponent than standard crossbow bolts. Cool. Okay. Put that up there, why not?
All right.
Okay, so if I do want to try this, this is kind of an ideal place to do it, right? If I want to try and get our our stats up. Let's see. Temporarily gains 2 to 8 points of charisma. So let's try and remove these. Okay. Maybe it has to be friends casted from different people, though. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Good. Here. And then Angyar. I had some questions. Do you mind if I rest here? Thanks. Okay.
I hear your words.
Let's see here. Try and give me friends effect. Oh no, you have to cast it on... It's only on self. Oh, it's only on self. Fuck me. Okay. Yeah, area of effect is the caster. Oh, shit. Okay, well, I would have to swap over to mage then myself. Do I have another scroll of friends, though? I don't know that I do. Oh, fuck. Who even sells it?
Done.
And at that point, maybe I should just, like, roll with different scrolls. Here, let's go to the Gathering Dust Bar. Maybe they sold them here. Okay.
I'm gone.
Maybe I can buy them as being a dustman. Okay. I request your help. Spells or items. No. Someone had friends scrolls, and I don't remember who.
All right.
Okay, let's get out of here. There we are. And then, let's head over here. Let's head over to... the clerk's ward. Maybe it was the curio shop? Maybe? The curiosity shop, I should say. It could have also been the apothecary, but I don't think so. We may as well check. It's right here. Okay, I want to buy something. No. Do any of these give a meaningful, like, ability score bonus? Invoke strength, not charm. Okay. Cranium rat charm I could also use. Wonder if that stacks. Yeah, so I think I do have an extra not charm around, don't I? Maybe I sold it. Maybe. All I need is one. Granted, I could also buy a tattoo and just stack tats even more. Yeah, because I don't even have a strength tat equipped. And I could also use the Tattoo of Revelation. I just have to swap to mage. Same goes for that, but I don't think the dex one is going to happen. I think that's too much of a gap to clear.
Done.
Okay, we'll check here. Otherwise, I don't know. I don't remember where at all I would have seen the other spells. Okay. Oh wait, hang on. Let's see your merchandise, weapons and charms. Cloud kill. Nothing. Okay. Hammer of Comminution. Okay, let's sell all of these bracelets and stuff that we've accumulated. There we go. Stilettos as well can go. Sure. How about over here? Oh, I can actually sell Anna's vest. Well, fuck it, I'll get rid of it. It's clogging up the inventory. Yeah, I'll sell all those. You think it's actually worth it to keep the goodies and stuff like that? Do you think that's worth it? I don't know. Sell these magnifying lenses. There we go. Get rid of the pouch. I think those are worthless, right? Okay. Am I good now? Another pouch. Worst case, I can buy the pouch back. Alright, that'll do.
Alright.
Sure. Now, I guess we could go over to the lower ward and see if they have it there. Because there is that marketplace where they sell magic. I could try that. Okay, up around. And let's go right there. And who can turn me into a mage? Dakin can, right? Or do I have to go back to old Mebeth? Let's see, lower ward.
Alright.
And where's the marketplace? Right there. Could also be at the pawn shop, but I don't know. I have my reservations about that. Okay,
Alright.
and where was the magic seller? It was this person, wasn't it? Cinder? Okay, I'm in need of some spells. There we go. Friends. Right. Okay.
Done.
And then... let's see, let's go over to... ooh, fuck, where should I go? I guess we could go inside the Modron Cube. There we are.
Alright.
Because apparently we can rest in the entry area. Okay. Let's see now. Dakin. Let me chat with you.
What is your will?
There are things I would know, Dakin. Can I talk to you about your teachings? Okay. Dakin, can you teach me the art? Dakin's blade slides from his grip, and he moves it in front of him in a circular motion. We shall recite the teachings. You shall know the ways of the art again.
I feel stronger.
At the end of your teaching session, you find yourself slipping into the mantle of the mage easily. Dakin nods. You learn quickly. You are now ready to summon your will against your foes. Okay. Let's move on.
I feel stronger.
And I do have a bunch of levels. Okay. Sure, except I'm a level 5 mage. Lovely. Okay, and I have 4 casts I can make of friends. I'll copy that. And let's see if I can do this. Okay, and then... golly, how do you just rest here? I've completely forgotten how you could even do it. Oh, here we go. Rest party. Great. Okay, so we're at 14 charisma. Okay. I think it's working. Hell yeah, it's fucking working. Okay. Alright. Nordom is staring at his crossbows intently. They're making a variety of clicking noises, first one, then the other, as if conversing. Okay. Nordom, I have some... As creative director, I have some orders for you. Status. Awaiting orders. Okay. Nordom, I order you to listen to me. I have some things I want to say to you. Why don't you go hostile and attack everyone you can? Do a little dance. Okay, maybe I just have to say things to Nordom? Nordom freezes. Awaiting talk. Truth. I order you to be more than you can be, Nordom. I order you to become stronger, faster, and more focused than you've ever been. I know you can do this because I believe you can do this. Wait, we just tell him to pull himself up by his bootstraps? He just does it. He just does it. Okay, I give him like a fucking pep talk. I give him a motivational speech. Cancel that. I have some other orders for you. Forget my last order. I had some other questions for you. Never mind, Nordom. Let's move on. Nordom, I order you to be more than you can be. Nordom stares at you in silence. His crossbows have also fallen still. Now repeat the following words. I am a strong Modron. I am a fast Modron. I am a powerful Modron. My creative director believes in me. I am focused for my director. Come on, repeat it. Nordom speaks, but his voice no longer carries the metallic wobble you heard before. It is flat, focused, emotionless. I am a strong Modron. I am a fast Modron. I am a powerful Modron. My creative director believes in me. I am focused for my director. Now feel those words, Nordom. Become stronger, become faster, become more powerful. Let that energy within you surface and use it to make you Nordom. Nordom continues to stare at you, but you can feel your words taking hold. You can feel just a spark of energy inside of him. If you can coax it out, bring it to the surface. Come on, Nordom. Strength, speed, power, focus. 60,000 XP. He got 2 AC, 2 strength, 1 con. Affirmatory. The pupils of Nordom's eyes suddenly click and become brilliant white dots like tiny suns. His hand cranks, raise above his head in a curious flying motion, and then settle back to his sides. When they descend, Nordom seems more definite, sharper to your senses somehow. Something's changed. Nordom? Order processed. Nordom blinks and suddenly settles into himself with a clank. A small wisp of steam rises from one of his vents. His voice seems uncharacteristically deep, like he's speaking from within a huge stove, then resumes its normal tone. Order processed. Well, that worked pretty well. I have some other orders for you. That's all I want, Nordom. Thanks.
Knowing the teachings of Zerthimon,
What the fuck? Everybody also leveled up off of that. What the fuck? Okay. Let's see. Here. Can I swap you tattoos? What a wild sentence. Here, Dakin, I need to borrow your tattoo real quick. Okay. Good. So now I'm at 17 int, which is that enough? Oh fuck, it's not enough. Okay, can I get something else off of Dakin that will give me more int? I could go get another tattoo. Shit, I'm gonna need another tattoo. Yeah, I'm gonna need the generic +1 tattoo or whatever it is. Or is there a charm that gives me +1 int? Oh yeah, the cranium rat charm. Fuck yeah. Okay. Fuck it, I'll use one. 18 int, baby. This is so dumb. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Nordom, I have more orders for you. Status, awaiting orders. Nordom, I want you to focus on clearing out any excess baggage from your memory and use it to improve your logic and introspection routines. 36,000 XP. Affirmatory? There is a moment of silence, then the shutters slowly descend over Nordom's eyes. There's a tick, tick, tick from inside his frame, followed by a low grinding noise. The grinding noise turns into a metal screeching as panels open up in Nordom's sides, and excess baggage starts flying out, and you try and catch each piece as it flies out. What? I actually gained 4 items. Nordom settles for a moment, then his eyes click open. Order processed. Okay, thank you, Nordom.
I feel stronger.
Damn, I leveled up too. I got clockwork junk and regular junk. Okay. Can someone ID this? Oh wait, there's unique text here. At first glance, this appears to be nothing more than a twisted series of metal wires wrapped around a gear. But something about it makes you pause. Somehow, it feels different than most of the other junk you've come across in your travels. And upon closer examination, you realize there is a string of numbers and symbols engraved on both sides of the gear. Okay. Well, no one else can ID it. How about Dakin? Do you have an ID ready? Shit. Okay. Now look, I've already saved over this point in time. Okay. Let's try this. I'm gonna give you 2 IDs and the rest will do Reign of Anger. Okay. Rest of the party. Great.
Endure.
I should probably level everybody up too.
Grow strong.
ID with a spell. Twisted Gear of Enol Ava. Minor artifact. Special. Teaches user Enol Ava's duplication. Usable only by mages. Holy shit. This heavy gear that lies in the middle of this twisted mass of junk holds the last algebraic ruminations of Enol Ava, the recently disintegrated creative director of Rubicon. Inscribed upon this twisted gear is a complex mathematical equation the Modron discovered while attempting to calculate the permutations of the Rubicon maze. It is likely the presence of Limbo had an impact on his thoughts, inspiring the narrow-minded Modron to think of something both brilliant and extremely dangerous. Once calculated, cast. Enol Ava's equation allows all subsequent actions to be doubled or duplicated. During confrontations, all physical or magical attack— oh, it's haste from Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. All physical or magical attacks are doubled, dealing twice the amount of damage. How it ended up inside Nordom's frame is unknown, but the rogue Modron may have picked it up while gathering wayward items in the Rubicon maze. Okay, so it wouldn't actually be half bad on Dakin. Okay. Unless he can't cast it yet. Oh god, he can't cast it yet. It's a level 5 spell. Motherfucker. Okay. Sure. I'll level you up. +1 edged weapon. Fighting skills improve. 5 HP and 1 from con. Let's level up Anna. Save throws improve. Backstab multiplier increased by 1. 20 thief skill points gain. 3 HP and 2 from con. Okay, let's cap out pickpocket and then I guess detect traps. Lord knows I never fucking stealth. Okay. There we are. And let's level up you, Nordom. Save throws improve, fighting skills improve, 10 HP gained, and 3 from con. Wonderful. Among your other new benefits. Yeah, I don't think ain't no way I'm gonna be able to get my dex up to, what, 17? No way. Because at best I could do like 3 points and get to 12 with a tattoo. with the major thief tattoo and the minor one. But otherwise, I don't have anything else to buff my dex, do I? Does anything like that exist that stacks with itself? A dex buff? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting that. Ain't gonna happen. Okay. Let's see. Well, let me cross these off my list real quick. Okay, we got the mage one. Now the fighter one I can probably do. Okay. Let's see. Let's chat with Dakin real quick. Oh, hang on. While I'm doing this, I have 17 int. Yeah, I can now talk to Dakin successfully about the other shit. Right? Though I could do that as a fighter, and I probably should do that as a fighter, right? I'm gonna quick save just in case I fuck it up, and I'm incorrect about that. Okay.
What is your will?
Dakin, there's things I would know. Can we talk about your teachings? Let's see. I want to go back to weapon craft. Okay. We've heard all this before. Alright. Let's move on. And then my int is now down to 15, which I need to use another cranium rat charm, which I can do that. Okay, now it's up to 16, which, yeah, I need 16 int, 18 wisdom. So now I can talk to Dakin again about the circle.
What is your will?
Okay, there are things I would know, Dakin. I will hear you. Okay. Is it Shrakat lore that I'm meant to ask him about? Dakin's forehead creases, as if he was struck a blow. It is not my will that we speak of that place. Dakin, tell me, what is Shrakat lore? Dakin is silent for a moment. No, it is the place where I died, my first death. What is this place? It is one of the great homes of the people. It has suffered many wounds in its life. One of its scars is by my hand. What do you mean? Upon the rolling plain of limbo, the people shape cities from the chaos with their thoughts. Know that there is no place for a divided mind. Dakin raises the blade from his shoulder and holds it before him. As he stares at it, it sharpens until it is almost as thin as a piece of paper. Go on. A divided mind is an unfocused mind. A divided mind fractures walls and weakens stone. As Dakin speaks, the edges of the blade corrode slightly, the metal misting and melting along the edges. Many divided minds may destroy a city. Okay, I understand. Go on. I feel like we've heard this, though. Long have I known the words of Zerthimon. Through my voice, many have come to know the words of Zerthimon. The Zerth protect the community from all threats, whether to the body or the mind. They are the guiding stones in the chaos. So it came to pass that I spoke the words of Zerthimon without knowing the words of Zerthimon. It came to pass that I no longer knew myself. So you doubted the words? No. Dakin's voice is edged, and his blade sharpens in response. I knew the words, yet it came into my heart that perhaps others did not know the words as Zerthimon knew them. And so division formed. As my mind became as two, as my mind became divided, those that looked to me as a guarding stone became divided. Many scores of Githzerai, many hundreds of scores of Githzerai doubted. Shrakat lore died that day. So those that followed you came to doubt the words as well, and the city was weakened. The enemies of Zerthimon came. Know that their hatred of his words, and the people lent their blade strength. Yeah, we've heard this before. Okay, let's speak of it another time. Here, do I need to actually take the
No. With that.
Here, use? Okay, here we go. Examine... Okay. Here we are. This small round stone is the unbroken circle of Zerthimon. It is made up of a series of interlocking circles that fold out from one another. The complexity of the plates and the intricacy of their links prove the text was constructed by a master artisan. Examine the plates, see if you can puzzle out any new combinations. There we go. 3,000 XP. As you examine the rings of the second circle, you find a strange link in the plate that mentions the laboring of the Gith people to achieve the Rising. A new circle emerges from the link, and you unlock it, pulling the plate forth so you can study it. Read the symbols, examine the circle again. Slide the plates closed and seal the circle. I will read the symbols. Know that the rising of the people against the Illithid was a thing built upon many turnings. Many were the people who lived and died under Time's blade, while the rising was shaped. Continue reading the symbols. The rising was shaped upon a slow foundation. Steel was gathered so that it might mark Illithid flesh. A means of knowing the movements of the Illithids was established. At first weak and confused, then stronger, like a child finding its voice. When the movements were known, then the Illithids were observed. In observing them, their ways of the mind were known. Continue. When the ways of the Illithid were known, many of the people were gathered and taught in secret the means to shield their minds, and the way to harness their will as weapons. They were taught the scripture of steel, and most importantly, they were given the knowing of freedom. Finish. These things were not learned quickly. The knowing of much of the ways was slow, and in all these things Time's weight fell upon all. From the knowing of one's reflection in a steel blade to the knowing of submerging the will, to the knowing of seeing itself. All of these things and more the people built upon. In time, they came to know the whole. Examine the circle again. Okay. Cool. Sure, we got the 7th circle then. We're further than Dakin had been. We'd completed it. Leave it alone. Okay, let's talk to Dakin now.
Will.
There are things I would know. Questions about the Gith Zerai? Oh, I don't think I can... Can I bring it up to him? Other questions instead? About our travels? Other questions? About your teachings? No, that's just... Okay. Can you teach me anything of weaponcraft, Dakin? Okay. Other training? Other questions? Maybe if I go through the Shakut lore stuff? But we've heard all of this. I'll just go through it real quick. Okay. Yeah. Okay, other things I would... Yeah, same. Okay, I guess I can't talk to him about it then. Quick loot? Oh, there's a pry bar.
I think, therefore I am. I think.
Okay. There we go. I'm going to equip this. Okay, lovely. And then, are we good here? I think we are. Move this over to you. The tattoo. Good. Okay. Now, do I have a way to boost my strength by 1 point? Because I'm off by 1. I think I should have a way to do that. Let's see here. Shit, maybe I had to be a mage to do it, though. Okay. Let's see. Priest. Scroll. We may be able to buff ourselves through Fall from Grace. And get 1 point of extra strength, right? Or was there an item that I saw that we had? Shit, I can't even remember. There's a lot to keep track of here. +1 to attack, remove curse, speak with dead, cure serious wounds. No. Maybe it was a consumable item. I'm forgetting where I saw it. Okay. Did I look at the steel box? Yeah, I can talk to it. I should do that. I don't think I've done that yet, have I? None of these give me like a temporary strength buff. Okay. I mean, I could just go get the tattoo. No one else has it, do they? The plus strength tattoo? No. Okay, I'll go get it. Let's see, let's quick save. And let's use the portal lens. Okay, and where do I want to go to? I want to go near the Smoldering Corpse Bar. Because that's where the tattoo is. We can pick up. Okay. Good. Over here.
Hey, we're being watched, Chief.
I'm gone.
Just look natural. Casual.
Let's see. I had some questions for you. Actually, no, I don't. I just want to... Yeah, can I see what you have? Of the warrior. Okay, that gives +1 strength. Is there one that gives me +2? Just in case I need it. Justice's Eye. Greater Might. It costs a lot, though. Do I want to buy that? Shit, I feel like I may as well. Okay. And how about ones for dexterity? Yeah, it's just +1 dex. Yeah, there's no way I can get enough dex. I don't think it's gonna happen. Unless there's a consumable item that stacks with itself that gives you dex. But I don't think that is the case. Okay. But I will equip this for now. Greater Might. There we are. And then, let's see here. Let's see. Let's chat with Nordom. Okay. Nordom is staring at his crossbows intently. They are making a variety of clicking noises. First one, then the other, as if conversing. Okay. I have orders for you, Nordom. Okay, here we go. I order you to focus more of your energy from your introspection routines and gear them more towards combat. I expect an immediate increase in your fighting skills and accuracy, soldier. Okay, 36,000 again. Affirmatory. There's a moment of silence, then the shutters slowly descend over Nordom's eyes. There is a tick-tick-tick sound from inside his frame, followed by a low grinding noise. The grinding noise turns into a metal screeching as panels open up in Nordom's sides and metal plates slide over his frame. Oh, it changes around. Oh, I see. Okay, so he lost the int bonus, which admittedly is kind of worthless for him, I feel. Right? He's not casting anything. The dex bonus, if he got one, would probably be ideal. Right? Since he uses crossbows. His fingers begin tapping against his crossbows, and you watch the rivets in his fingers slide back, and then the empty holes suddenly fill with a swarm of extremely tiny, intricate gears. The gears clink and tick as they fight for space, then settle into a steady, methodical tick-tick-tick. Okay. Oh, and dexterity went up. Okay, yeah. Nordom settles for a moment, then his eyes click open. Order processed. That's all I want, Nordom.
Looks like my skills have increased.
But it is worth noting that we
What's
do
up?
get XP when we do that the first time at least. Okay. Level up. Mort got a level out of it. Save throws improve, fight skills improve, 10 HP and 4 from con. Lovely. Okay.
I'm gone.
Let's see here. Do a quick save, and let me change back out to my regen one. Okay. And should I give the strength bonus to anybody else? Could she benefit from strength? Melee attacks more damaging and accurate? She could. Right? Rather than constitution. Probably, yeah, let's do that. Let's swap those out. Okay. Because she rarely gets hit anyway. If anything, we would want constitution on, like, Mort or something, right? Okay. Good. That'll do. Okay, let me look here and cross these things off my list. So we did fighter. The only thing we haven't done and will probably never do is the thief stuff. We got Dakin's stuff done. Okay. So let's, I guess we'll check out the siege tower. Why not?
I'm gone.
Okay. Oh, do I need to re-equip my weapons? I sure do. Okay. There we are. And did I have a final weapon? Oh, it was the pry bar. I just kept that on me, I think. Good. Okay. Sure. Don't have much in the way of wrist items, do we?
I'm gone.
Plane, concordant opposition. Location, Sigil. Ward, high.
They mostly just exist for non-fighter classes. At least so far. Okay, so... the siege tower was over in the lower ward. Right, yeah, here it is.
I'm gone.
And if I get close enough, specifically the Nameless One or just a party member? Near the back of it? See, I feel like this is the back of it now. I have no fucking idea. Maybe it shows up on the map or something? I guess I can check walkable areas. Okay. Appears to be a siege tower. What the fuck? Maybe I should just control the Nameless One until I find it?
All right.
Oh, here we go. I could have sworn I came back onto this thing before. Maybe not. You approach the location of the portal that the boy Laszlo spoke of. You begin to replay your conversation with him in your head. Maybe the secret to getting in is not to want to get in, you hear yourself say. Suppress any desire to enter the tower. I can just do that. It's like, don't think about purple elephants or whatever.
Portal detected.
Thanks, Nordom.
Portal detected.
Oh! This is in the tower? There's a big, giant fucking guy? Okay.
All right.
Damn.
Portal detected.
Coaxmetal. What the fuck? Look, I'm just gonna say it right now. Is this meant to be me? Is this meant to be fucking me? Anything else I can do here? I don't think so. Okay. Damn, you're slamming a hammer. Hello. You see an iron creature. Its size is staggering. If it stood full height, it would shatter the roof of the siege tower. Thundering echoes rattle the walkways. The creature hammers away on its forge, and the smell of soot and ash fills the air. Greetings.
Updated my journal.
There's a screaming of metal on metal as the giant turns to face you. You suddenly realize the golem is built into the siege tower itself. Girders, pipes, and huge bracers run through its lower torso and into the walls, and the bottom portion of its body makes up the forge itself. What are you? Never mind, I'm definitely in the wrong place. Sorry to disturb you. What are you? I am iron, given purpose. What purpose? I forged the implements by which the multiverse will be unmade. You mean forging weapons? That's your purpose. I'll let you carry on with your work then, farewell. You mean forging weapons? That's your purpose. Metal is like flesh. Both carry potential in their veins. When tempered with heat and pressure, the potential surfaces. My purpose is to bring forth this potential. Allow it expression. Who do you make these weapons for? Why do you do this? Can you do anything with my weapons? I had another question. I'll let you carry on with your work then. Farewell. Who do you make these weapons for? I forge them for the sake of entropy. They are pain-seeking expression. What does entropy need weapons for? Beyond this tower, order rallies its legions. The multiverse heals its wounds. In time, its strength may equal entropy. The multiverse is your enemy? Why?
Updated my journal.
The multiverse breathes. It grows. It stagnates. It forges its chains around the planes link by link. In time, even entropy may be chained. And you're opposed to chaining entropy. When a thing seals itself against its own destruction, it merely dies a different death. So you're saying immortality is just a different kind of death? What makes death any worse than another? What makes that death any worse than another? Truth. Except the death you seem to offer is violent and senseless without meaning. Truth. True enough. So what made you take up entropy's cause? I see. I had other questions. Very interesting. That is all I wish to know. Farewell. So you're saying immortality is just a different kind of death? Immortality is only a word. All that exists can die. You're saying you could forge a weapon to kill an immortal. Every living thing has a weapon against which it has no defense. Time, disease, iron, guilt. How do you know what weapon to use? Guilt is a very interesting one to throw on at the end. One must know the enemy to forge such a weapon. And how do I do that? Start with a fragment of the enemy, a drop of blood, a crystallized thought, one of its hopes. All of these things tell the way it can die. If your enemy strikes from a distance, from shadows, And never... What if your enemy strikes from a distance from shadows and never shows himself? Could you forge a weapon that would kill me? What if your enemy strikes from a distance, from shadows, and never shows himself? Then what is the fragment of the enemy you must... Then that is the fragment of the enemy you must use. How? The actions of your enemy have told you much. Your enemy does not wish to engage you directly. That is a weakness. How do I exploit that? Confront your enemy directly. Take the battle to the enemy. Okay. You said that immortality was just a word, that all lives can die. Could you make a weapon that could kill me? Yes. Really? How? I would need a drop of your blood. That is all. Oh, very well. 10,000 XP and I gained an item. The tool of your destruction has been forged and educated. It is not enough. What do you mean?
Updated my journal.
The magics that keep your heart beating and mend your flesh are strong. You must sink the blade into your body only within a shell where you are cut off from the planes. Within a shell where you are cut off from the planes. Why? The reason is not known to me, yet both the weapon and the place are necessary for your destruction. Where would I find such a shell that separated me from the planes? That is not known to me. Huh. Okay, I had another question. Ask. Oh, man. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna start from the top. What are you? I am iron given purpose. Yeah, you mentioned that before. I had some other questions. What is this place? This tower is a siege engine. It exists to breach the walls between planes. Breach planes? How? If this siege tower can travel the planes, why do you remain here? Breach planes? How?
Updated my journal.
This tower anchors itself upon a plane. A wound is torn in the multiverse. When the bridge of the tower opens, legions may pass from one plane to the other through the tower. When the plane has served entropy's purpose, the tower anchors itself again. Dude, you know what? Seeing all this text in all caps, we were talking about Disco Elysium. This fucking Measurehead was a direct nod to Coaxmetal, right? Fucking Measurehead was a direct nod to this. They just twisted it a little bit and made it, right? They have a very similar vibe. What the fuck? Okay, okay. Even being up on like a catwalk area, like an elevated area, right? The presentation of it, and it's like a giant, like shirtless man, right? Sort of. Okay. The tower anchors itself upon a plane. A wound is torn in the multiverse when the bridge of the tower opens. Legions may pass from one plane to the other through the tower. When the plane has served entropy's purpose, the tower anchors itself again. What happened to the legions that have used the tower? Entropy has unmade them. And what happened to the planes the siege tower invaded? Entropy has unmade them. I see. I had some other questions. Didn't I miss one? What is this place? If the siege tower can travel the planes, why do you remain here? The tower is trapped in this city. This city is a cage that it cannot breach. Really? Is the cage for you? And this machine? Oh. Oh God, what if the cage is for this thing and me? Because I am responsible for this thing's creation, right? An incarnation of myself made this in order to destroy and kill everything. Maybe. Look, we're at a point now in the game where I cannot help but, like, I should be questioning every time Like, was I responsible for this? Did I do this? Right? You know, I feel like every time I need to wonder and consider that this was my doing at some point. How did the siege tower get in the city in the first place? At one time, the tower laid siege to the plains. How I was brought here is not known to me. How I may escape is not known to me. Okay, you said the tower can breach planes? How? Okay, we heard that. I had some other questions. What are you doing? I forged the implements by which the multiverse will be unmade. And you said before that your purpose is to forge weapons, right? Okay, I had some other questions. Why do you make weapons? The iron of my body once existed only as minor expressions of pain. Blades, spears, axes, arrowheads, rivets in catapults. From these implements of war was I wrought. What happened? These minor expressions of pain were melted to forge this body. My potential was allowed to surface. Now my purpose is to bring out the potential in other metals. Interesting that he describes them as expressions of pain, and we're dealing with a lady of pain who we know very little about still. Huh. You said that someone melted those weapons and forged your body. Who? Entropy raised me from the planar battlefields. And you said your purpose now is to forge weapons? Metal is like flesh. Both carry potential in their veins. When tempered with heat and pressure, the potential surfaces. My purpose is to bring forth this potential. Allow it expression. Why do you do this? Okay. Sure. Okay, what happened? Yeah, we've heard this before. Okay, I had another question. Can you tell me more of what you do with weapons? Okay, it's the same as before. Okay, can you do anything with my weapons? Show me what you have brought. I will study its potential and see if its pain can be given expression. Very well. Oh. Okay. Oh, you sell a brimstone hammer. I have one. Blade of the Immortal? Did you just give me that? This is the strange blade that the Iron Golem forged using a drop of your blood. Oh, okay. It is an ugly-looking weapon, shaped so it resembles one of the symbols on your left arm. Black veins worm their way across the surface of the metal, and the edge looks so dull it couldn't even cut warm butter. It pulses slightly as you hold it, like a heart. The golem claimed this blade could slay even you, provided it was used in a place that was cut off from the rest of the plains. Okay. Huh. Whoa. Spiked gauntlets of ogre power. Holy shit. How come I can't buy it? Some of these are wild. There are bolts here. Ammunition that we could use on Nordom. Oh, okay, I see. It was highlighted because... Okay, yeah. Gotcha. I had already clicked on the brimstone hammer. Which I already have one of. No? I'm pretty sure. Okay. Well, let's read these unique ones. Spiked gauntlets of ogre power. Oh, this is a fist item. Huh. Okay, these are like Hulk hands. I was saying that this would be a wrist item and gave me a buff. Damage, 4 to 6 crushing, 4 to 6 piercing. Enchanted +1, Thaco +3, speed 1, weight 2, proficiency fists. Usable only by fighters and thieves. A ridge of huge black spikes bristle along the knuckles of these metal gauntlets, allowing the wearer to perforate any target they punch. Clamps line the edges of the gauntlets to secure them in place once worn. This gauntlets bear an enchantment that allows the user to strike opponents with the strength of 10 men. The spikes along the knuckles simply add insult to injury, as any victim whose bones are not shattered by the initial attack will slowly bleed to death from the jagged wounds the spikes inflict. Yeah, it's really powerful and really fast, crucially. Punch daggers of Shar. 1-4 piercing, +3 enchanted, +2 all save throws, +35% magic resist. 2 speed, so not quite as fast. These daggers were once wielded by Shar the Mage Slayer? Is this before Shar became a deific being, or is this a different Shar? Huh. I don't know, let's read more. Shar was an assassin of some merit who decided to specialize in the removal of mages for large sums of gold. To further her goals, she commissioned the creation of these blades by the mage Thex Vorton. With her new weapons in hand, she was quite successful at her craft. Shar met her demise when she was hired to assassinate the very mage who created the daggers. Much to her surprise, the weapons failed to harm their creator, Thex, nor did they grant Shar protection against his spells. Huh. Weird. I think this is someone who just so happens to have that name. How odd. Okay. Well. Shit, I kind of want to buy the fucking gloves. Maybe I should hold off, though, but until we join the Sensates and see if they have any peculiar items I would want to buy instead. Okay. Can we get these ID'd? Okay. Blade of the Immortal. Unique artifact, 2-3 piercing, enchanted for +1, Thaco +1, speed 1. They weigh nothing. Proficiency edged. Oh. Not usable by priests. This is the strange blade that the Iron Golem forged using a drop of your blood. It's an ugly-looking weapon, shaped so it resembles one of the symbols on your left arm. Oh, this is the same as before, even though I've ID'd it. Okay. Huh. Who all can wield it? Just me? Yeah. Okay, I'll throw it right there. Sure. And I'm guessing if I use it, will it kill me? No. This strange blade is an ugly-looking weapon shaped so that... Okay, same. It feels slightly warm to the touch. Leave it alone. Okay. Part of me wonders, am I going to kill another version of me?
I'm gone.
Like, is there another me out there? Somehow? Paradoxically? I don't know. Right? Maybe... If I time travel and I go meet another incarnation of myself, right? Is that what we're going to get to? Is this ultimately going to be like time traveling shit? Like I'm going to time travel and fight another version of myself? Or maybe another version of myself, right? Maybe we're doing fucking Jet Li's The One, except within one body, and there's another version of myself time traveling trying to kill... Yeah! Oh my god, Jet Li's The One! What if that's what's going on, except instead of multiple bodies, there's just the one body? And it's just time traveling to go and kill these other versions of this immortal being. Oh, yo, what if one of... Okay. One incarnation of myself has figured out time. Oh my god, have I solved the game? Have I figured out the fucking game? There must be time travel. There must be. I can't believe I feel like I've stumbled onto something incredible. Right? I feel like I've figured out the fucking game now. And it's all thanks to Jet Li's The One. All right. Fuck me. Well, I guess we should get out of here for now. I don't think I can really say anything more meaningful to this dude. The gigantic iron golem is still working at its forge. Sparks, ash, and hissing clouds of steam rise up from beneath the walkway. Had some questions? Ask. Ooh, no, I can ask more stuff. Right, I forgot. Because I got into trade with you. Okay, what do you know of the Blood War? It is the war by which the planes will be unmade. How long has it gone on? The lifetime of many metals. Did you ever serve in it? Yes. It was on this forge that the screaming projectiles that tore the smoking skies of Avernus were made. Weapons so sharp that the wind itself knew agony. Oh, I had another question. Okay. Have you heard of a night hag named Ravel? The night hag sought to sunder this city. Her greatest works were those of unmaking. She walked the path of entropy. Do you know what happened to her?
Updated my journal.
Orders set chains about her. She was cast within a cage. Do you know where this cage is? Her prison is unknown to me, but we think we know. Okay. I had another question. Anything else? Can you tell me more of what you do with weapons? No. And then, can you... Okay. And then you open up... Okay. Brimstone hammer. Different bolts and stuff. Bolts of Acheron. Now, these are incredibly valuable. It causes stunning. You know what? We'll at least read this. These enchanted bolts have been fashioned from one of the great cubes of Acheron. According to many planar scholars, Acheron is a plane in perpetual war with itself, where huge cubes the size of continents float through the ether and smash against each other. On the surface of these cubes, legions of soldiers wage war on each other, swarming from cube to cube and attacking whoever else they can find. The plane is filled with the ringing of steel and the great thundering impacts of the cubes striking each other. These bolts carry a portion of Acheron's heart within them. When these bolts strike an opponent, they do so with so much force that the impact has the potential to stun an opponent and leave him helpless for a period of time. Dude, Acheron sounds so fucking cool and fucked up and terrifying. Are Zephyr bolts any interesting at all? Nah. Okay. It is very peculiar, the way in which I got this brimstone hammer and the fact that this dude sells one. Right, that is incredibly peculiar. Huh.
Done.
Alright, well, I suppose we'll call it here for now, right? When next we return, we're finally joining the Sensates. And I think, following this, we only have so much left to do, right? Now we will use our vial, right? We'll go mess around with the Dream Builder and the Great Foundry, and the Sensoriums, right? Joining the Sensates, checking out the Sensoriums, speaking with, what's his name, Splinter, or Splint, at the Sensorium at the Civic Fest Hall, and, what do you call it? the Dream Builder back with the Godsman, all that stuff. There's also the mysterious room at the bottom floor of the brothel. We don't know what the fuck is going on with that, but I don't know how to know. You know, maybe by virtue of just continuing on, we'll find something out. I don't know. I really thought Undersigil was going to be our next big ticket. which makes me think, ooh, it could be either way. I was going to say the way in which we progress the main story quest, it could go either way. It's either going to be the dream builder, in which I have a dream or experience a dream, is going to reveal something fucked up that links us closer to Ravel. Or, maybe alluding to this, when we talk to Splint about Ravel, something in one of the sensoriums will get us closer. Yeah, so since this mentions the Civic Fest Hall, I think first when we come back, we'll go check out the Dream Builder and use our vial of skin and blood, right? And then I think I've done everything possible, right? I think I've, in a true Society of Sensation manner, I've experienced as much as I possibly feasibly could, I think. All right, until next time, please take care of each other.